Okay, so carrot time. Yeah, okay. Zammadria in the Nalbina aerodrome. It's a rank 7 and it's a Malboro type, so this could be very interesting. So far, the only hunt that's actually been really interesting for me has been the Fafnir hunt, because that one really sprung up on me. Up until then, I mean, even the most challenging one was still pretty easy, but that one kind of bust out with its like over 1 million HP. I looked it up afterwards. It was like 1.4 million HP or something like that. So yeah, that was a definite like huge jump up in wherever else I was fighting. So I was kind of surprised. And obviously Gilgamesh was quite a bit of fun as well, especially the second battle. The second battle was a lot more interesting. My precious little carrot has returned to the wild. She's preying on the helpless travellers. If someone were to learn that I was her former owner, imagine the scandal. You must kill her for me. And with little commotions... Oh, I spoke to this woman. I remember now. I spoke to this woman. I might have actually edited that out, because I didn't need the carrot thing until a later stage. Would you take on my quest? Accept. My precious little carrot sprouted in the Salika wood. The attacks have also centered on the Salika wood, so I'm certain she's there. She was ever a sensitive creature, timid as a mouse. I don't care how wild she may be. I know if any creature nearby is slain, she'll go into hiding. Be sure of it. Oh, okay. She was such a precious thing. Kill her quickly. I would not want her to suffer. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not going to be like this lady's describing, man. She was a precious little thing. I have serious doubts about that. Nalbina, is it better for me to... I don't think I can get to the Salika wood. I'm trying to remember, have I... I want to find... do I have any more hunts left in Nalbina? I don't know if the rest of them are all elite marks, so... Balfenheim... Because I mean, there was that whole thing about Jovy. It's like every hunt that we did, there was some reference to Jovy, but we never really got a payoff from that, so I feel like there's got to be something. There was Jovy for a second from behind. There's Jovy. Still saying the same stuff, so I don't know. Either there's no payoff or there's something more we have to do. We'll have to see. Okay. The Salika wood. Where exactly in the Salika wood is our friend? We've got to make sure we don't kill anything in here. Okay. It's not too far away. So everyone needs to have gambits off, because even if I let go of fleeing, they're going to kill things in one hit, so got to make sure I steer clear. Okay, hopefully this is the area we're going to find it in. You have come, and with no unwelcome violence done along the way. Good. I saw the mark we hunt for not far from here. For a creature once kept as a pet, I'd expected something more docile. Come, let us go. Okay, I didn't realise that we had help for this one. I'm happy about that. Let's keep the gambits off, in case we still can't take anything out. Seriously, who would want to keep a Malboro as a pet? Are you insane? Okay. Oh boy. That is a big motherfucker with a big crown. Okay. It's got all the things. I think it might not be wise to have this team here. I think one thing I haven't done for a long time is have Fran try to find the weakness. And then maybe I can get away with elemental damage and it might be better than, let's say, Scathe. So let's go back to basics here. This might take a little while to set up, but I'll go old school with this. Okay, so we'll keep Vaan with his ribbon. We'll let Fran do her thing, and Penelo I have not done anything for since Zodiac, so I need to get her back into normal battle mode. To be honest, I think her gambits are pretty good. I'm fairly happy with those. They're quite aggressive in terms of healing, but as long as she doesn't have MP issues, it's not a big deal. So I think we'll go for that. Alright. Everybody good? Good. Now, Fran can have gambits on. We're going to need a quick dispel from... And Vaan can attack. See what happens. Yeah, we lost everything, right? Fran is not doing anything, so let's switch around these gambits a bit. Check some more elements. Okay, started using Eroga, so it's weak to Holy. That's good for Penelo. I guess that means we can just go for... I'm not happy with how slow Flare is. I mean, I feel like Scathe is a faster attack. I'm probably even better off using Shock in comparison to Flare. So Flare doesn't work too well for me. These I don't really need. Yeah, she's going on to Scathe. Alright, let's go. It's very cramped in here, but Time Requiem. Got to stop her. But I think Carrot's level doubles. I don't like that. Future Breath, here we go. Oh wow. That level doubling. Yeah. Faith plus Scathe made absolutely light work of that. Oof. We have done it. Your skill is much greater than I would have thought. Yes, same here, man. Little opportunity did you give me to shine. I will leave you now. It would please me to see you again in the halls of the clan. I bid you safe travels. Oh, she came from the clan. I think, was this an elite mark? Is that why? In any case, we crushed it. Okay, let's get out of here. We are closing in fast. But there are some nasty hunts coming up. They're going to be taking place in some nasty places. So, although these are easy, there's still one area of the game that we haven't been to yet that's meant to be very dangerous. So, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Hopefully they should be coming up in the next hunt or two. Okay, let's find our petitioner. There she is, Zammadria. You've given my precious little carrot rest. Imagine my surprise when I learned she was a Malboro. Oh, okay. My husband and I married in the passion of youth, you see, but as years wore on, the passion wore out. When he was sent to Nalbina, I found Carrot and brought her home to raise her. My husband, though, he worries a great deal about keeping up appearances. I didn't know how he would react to my little pet. So I think I half wanted her to escape, and now look what's become of the poor dear. Why, look, I do believe that's Jovy. Jovy? Jovy! My lady Zammadria, is something amiss? Have you seen your husband yet? Or is this about Carrot? Jovy seems to know everything about everyone. My husband is the same as he ever was, but this young man has solved my difficulties with Carrot. I wonder what's gone into Jovy. He's a dear, sweet fellow, you know. He's from Rabanasta, but he speaks with me, an Arcadian, as though we were fast friends. I fear I may be known as Madame Malboro in Arcadies for some time to come, but at least I know I can raise a proper monster, eh? In fact, I've given some thought to opening a pet boutique of sorts. There is no shortage of unwanted monsters walking Arcadies as byways. I shall take in the poor dears and raise them as my own. My husband is not even in Arcadies, so it shouldn't bother him over much. Well now, never let it be said I do not show gratitude to those who help me. Here is your reward, dear. I like this lady. 5,200 girls, some putrid liquid and some stink bombs. What a pleasant lady. Nice to know that she's got some putrid liquid and stink bombs at the ready. So yeah, Jovy continues to just kind of pop in and out. Seems to be caught up on all the gossip. I don't know what is going to become of that. And they're all like, they're kind of making out as if he's acting a bit strange. Snarf? Boo boo boo. Boo hwee. Okay, this time something happened. So what's your story, man? You know what? You're my new hero. You know what? 4 years ago, in Rabanasta, I got accused of stealing, but I didn't steal nothing, honest. The chap who saved me back then, he's my original hero. My original hero, he had just lost his parents. Sad, huh? But he was still looking out for his younger brother. Nice guy. Oh, but my hero, he got wrapped up in that business with King Ramanas's assassination, and he's gone now. Boo-hwee. I lost the strength to go on, but 2 years passed, and I got to thinking I'd like to see the place where my hero passed away, see? Here. But when I got here, they thought I was a stonemason and put me to labouring. But you know, I made a lot of friends here. Oh, they're all really nice, and they tell great stories. One day, I realised that the guy who always goes to hunt the marks my friends post, he's you. Seeing you out there bagging all those marks, well, it inspired me. You're my new hero. Boo-hwee! By the time you finish your journey, I hope to have the repairs on the fortress done, and be back in Rabanasta. When times get rough, just remember, you're my... No, you're all Nalbina's hero. Boo-hwee! Oh, that's a nice little bit. And I get something? An elixir and a knot of rust. Okay, well, you know, it's the thought that counts, right? Well, back to work. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, hero. You know, you look a bit like the original hero, but you're much better. Don't worry. Okay, you get out there and do your hero things. I'll be here doing my work things. Boo-hwee! What a nice little encounter that was. That was quite sweet. So what a coincidence that this guy's former hero was, I'm assuming, Rex. So that's pretty cool, the way that tied in together. Life is full of coincidences, man. It really is. Sharp-eyed man. Hold here. Hold there. You may be a hero of Nalbina, but you'll go no further. We're under orders to finish the repairs to the fortress walls before war comes, and these Imperials mean business. Alright, let me chat to him one more time. I think he just runs around non-stop. How goes the adventuring, hero? Everyone in town tells tales of your mark hunts, you know. I want to see if I get some new dialogue from these people. Guess not everyone cares I'm a hero. I came here with my sick buddy to spring a fiend friend out of the dragons. My stupid buddy got us drunk to us. Anyhow, it seems like Rosario is going to invade. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that was cool. Now that we've been proclaimed a hero in Nalbina, I think we're pretty much done, man. I mean, is there any higher peak that we can attain in this game? I'm not sure. In any case, we are up to Hunt 41. And it's time for Ixion. Oh boy. I've heard a few things about Ixion. Namely that it should be an interesting hunt. So we've got the Seer and we have Ixion. He's a rank 6, but it's like I said, it's not always that simple. Like the Carrot was a rank 7, but it was much easier than the Fafnir. So you never know, man. Ixion might be pretty legit. So I need to head to Balfenheim, and I think let's go Aerodrome. Actually, might be easier. Okay, let's look for this petitioner. I think it was. I think she was near the tavern or whatever it was. That's what I seem to remember. Let's check. Yes, she's in there. Okay. Wench is like a very old school word. I think it's probably... I seem to remember like first hearing it in like a pirate film or something like that. So it kind of makes sense that the petitioner is here. Okay. None of these people look like a wench. Yes. Do you sleep well, friend? My dreams are troubled of late, and my ears, they ring constantly. What is it with these people and their inability to sleep? It's like weird insomnia shit going on in this game. There is a legend of a beast that dwells on Ridorana named Ixion, said to haunt the minds of men. I think it is the cause of my suffering. Thinking the beast's death might give me rest, I brought my petition to the clans. Ever since I am plagued by hunters claiming to have slain Ixion, yet my ears ring, and my sleep grows no less troubled. Will you be the one to truly stay it? I'm your man. Thank you. Let me tell you more of this legend. Long ago, a dire stallion there was, stabled here in Balfenheim. Each night it would kick and neigh so loudly that no one could sleep. They would turn it out on the Cerobi steppe, only to have it return. Finally, they set it adrift in a boat, whereafter it washed ashore at Ridorana. Ever since you can hear its cries on sleepless nights, the cries of Ixion. Please slay this monster. I will know no true rest until this is done. Okay, here we go. Ixion. A familiar name. This time it's going to be a foe, not a friend. Has anything new appeared on the notice board? No. So I guess the rest are probably going to be gotten from Mont Blanc. So let me just quickly restock here. Probably need to buy a few Phoenix Downs and remedies, and then we'll be ready to roll. One thing I was mentioning before is that handkerchief, like the whole oil thing, that seemed like it was going to become a serious problem earlier on in the game, and then enemies just stopped using it. I can't remember more than like 2 or 3 occasions where I had to use a handkerchief in the entire game. So it's a bit of a shame because that's a really deadly kind of status effect, and one that I hadn't really encountered before. But it doesn't seem to be as big a deal in this game as I thought it might be. Alright, let's sell some loot. Again, I think anything that I have... Obviously some things I know are not going to be that useful, but... anything that I have one of, I'll just keep. Because I don't exactly need the money right now. Yeah, that's why we're getting no bizarre stuff. I feel like I need to sell... I mean... I'm going to double check this, because I feel like, let's say to make a blade you need to sell 3 items of loot. Surely if you sell 1, you don't have to do it all at the same time, surely. I mean, the game will remember. Okay, so I found myself a list of things that I supposedly shouldn't sell. And there's about 15-20 items here. So if one is not in this list, I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to trust this list. Basically, they say don't sell it, only use it when you're ready and you know exactly what you need to do. So for that reason, I'm going to So, for example, high arcana is something that is telling me I shouldn't sell, so I won't. Beast Lord Hide is not on the list, so I sell it. That can go. And we got some new Bazaar goods. Okay, let's see if some of this helps. Morbid Urn. What the flip is this? I've got to find out. It's 250,000 gil. I won't be able to afford too much else after it. I get a trophy for buying this, but does it serve a purpose? So apparently it makes enemies drop arcanas and high arcanas. That's what it's for. Okay. So I don't think I really need it right now. I need to kind of know what I'm doing first. Okay. Let's move on. And head to... I think it was the Pharos I need to head to. Yeah, we're going to this. This is, I think, the new area that we need to head to that we haven't been to before. That is going to be pretty nasty. So much like the area before Zodiac, apparently they've got some really difficult enemies in there before we even get to Ixion. So this might be a very interesting part of the session coming up. It's been pretty easy going so far, but things might take a very entertaining twist. Found the Pharos of Ridorana, but be prepared for a search as its precise whereabouts are unknown. Oh boy. Okay. Let me save and then head to the Pharos. I'm going to try again first to do it without looking it up. I know that there's a place called the Subterra, but I have no idea how to get there. As far as I know, there's some good things in the Subterra as well in terms of like treasures, so it's going to be interesting. And I believe that will be like the final optional area of the game that I haven't completed yet. So now, where do I start? This is such a big place that it feels a bit silly to go in totally blind, because I could... The enemies aren't difficult here anymore, but what's the problem? That automatically takes me up to the 10th floor. I mean, if it's the Subterra, surely I've got to go down. Isn't that what the Subterra is all about? Is that what it means? Below Earth or whatever? Let me try just getting onto this and see if it offers me Pre-Numbra? Wait, is that a lower tier or a higher one? Is it P or Pre? I didn't quite see it.